Hello and welcome to episode 2 of our Senior Spotlight Show. I'm your host, AJ Ganger. Joining me is our first senior of this episode, Corey Miller. Corey, thank you for joining us.
Yes, sir, thank you for having me.
Introduce yourself a little bit. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
I'm Corey Miller. As you know, I'm a senior. I play football. I'm 18 now. So that's really it.
Yeah? What kind of activities were you involved with while you were here at PHS?
I was involved with the football team, obviously. I ran track. I played basketball my freshman year. And I'm really into this digital media class now. I'm starting to, use that outside of school, coming to the games to record and stuff. So that's what I'm doing.
What has been your favorite memory from attending Pickle City Schools?
Personally, my favorite memory was going 14 weeks deep into the football season and having 2 years back-to-back of great seasons with the guys I played with since I was a kid. So that was really special to me.
You had a lot of fun out there on the football field too, didn't you?
Crazy fun.
What do underclassmen have to look forward to during their senior year?
Senior year is honestly your one last time to take it all in before it's gone. And I know when you're here, it stinks. Stuff is pretty rough with homework, and especially with the COVID year, it's been pretty rough. But you really just want to be here as much as you can and take everything in, because once this is gone, it's gone. Like, college isn't guaranteed unless you put the work in now. So stay focused and keep your head on, so you can enjoy this with your friends.
Do you have any favorite teachers?
I did. She's not here anymore, but her name was Miss Drake. She was the math teacher last year, and I did not like math at all, but she got it to a level where it's like a puzzle I like to figure out, and she liked challenging me, and I don't lose the challenges exactly, so I took it seriously, and she actually got me interested and sparked my interest more in the learning period, but math specifically.
What are your future plans? What are you doing after this year?
I'm trying to go to college somewhere to play football. I have a visit this weekend to Wittenberg University, so if I hear anything, probably go back from them, then I'll probably be heading there.
Cool. What do you want to major in when you're in college?
I think in business, honestly, because I'm always good at talking with people, getting a point across. I think I could sell almost anything if I had to, so that's like my main reason for it.
So ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves, huh?
Yes, sir, exactly.
What is some advice that you would give anyone going into high school? So an 8th grader getting ready to come into high school, what would you tell them?
Most definitely come to school every day you can and get your work done. You do not want to fall behind in that, because if you mess around most of the year, you're going to be behind 2 years and so on. Like, you keep procrastinating, you're just going to be farther back. And like Senator Potts told me when I was a freshman, it's like a tree that's growing. If you just don't chop at the tree, it's going to grow big, and the bigger it gets, you're not going to want to deal with it. But if you get rid of it while it's a small problem, it's not going to be a problem at all for you. So just really stay on your stuff, make a list, be responsible, and get here every single day, do your work.
Is there anything else you want to tell the community about what it was like to attend Pickle High School?
I think this year is probably one of the better years we've had, because we've had such a good, it feels like everyone's involved with our sports seasons, like not just football, but now we're in basketball season, and people are showing up, people care, and I just feel like the community is a lot more positive this year, and like everyone has a smiling face, and everyone just wants to be here, and we're all helping each other out, and I've seen a lot of kindness in the school, more than I ever have in the city, period, so that was really cool to see.
Well, thank you for taking the time to join us today.
Yes, sir, thank you.
We'll be right back with our next senior here on the Senior Spotlight Show. Welcome back to our Senior Spotlight Show. Joining me now is Levi Smith. Levi, thank you for taking the time to be on the show.
Of course.
Please introduce yourself. Tell the community a little bit about yourself.
I'm Levi. I'm a senior at Pickle High School. Pretty much all I've done over the past few years through the school system has to do with music, marching band, concert band, show choir, that kind of thing.
So that's pretty much all the activities that you've been involved in. Anything else besides band?
I ran in 7th and 8th grade. I think I also ran my freshman year, and I plan on doing track again this year.
Cool, man. What has been your favorite memory from attending Pickle City Schools? Doesn't have to just be high school, but it can be any grade level.
I'd say definitely freshman year or 8th grade year, going out to Indianapolis, Colts Stadium, performing with the marching band. That's a pretty big thing.
It seems like you guys get to go there pretty often too. We're that good, so that's cool. What do underclassmen have to look forward to for their senior year?
I'd say changing, like the growth that happens between wherever they're at now and where they end up is crazy.
Really? Okay, cool. You have any favorite teachers?
Quite a few. I don't think I can say any music teachers, because that's kind of unfair. I spend a lot of time with them. But Pace, Fern says, some of my favorite teachers.
Why are they your favorites?
They're just awesome.
They're just awesome.
They're weird.
Everyone's a little weird, aren't we? What are your future plans? What are you doing in the future?
I plan to go to college for sociology.
Why sociology?
Because it's something I care about, and I feel like I don't want to go and do something just because I can make money, because that's no fun.
What kind of colleges are you looking at right now?
My number one college right now, and where I think I'm going to end up going, is Muskingum.
Why Muskingum?
I don't know, it just feels right.
It's way up north too, isn't it? Yeah. What is some advice that you would give anyone going into high school?
I know this is a lot harder to do than it is to say, but just don't sweat what happens. Keep moving through.
Cool. And anything else you want to add? Tell the community what it was like to be at Piqua High School? No? Nothing? Thank you for taking the time, man. We'll be right back with our next senior here on the Senior Spotlight Show. Welcome back to our Senior Spotlight Show. Joining me now is our next senior, Tate Adams. Tate, thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely.
Go ahead and introduce yourself and tell the community a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Tate Adams. I'm a senior here at Piqua High School. I play football, basketball, and I run track.
So what other activities are you involved with besides football, basketball, and track?
I'm in the principal's advisory.
What is that group?
So
What do you do in
basically,
that group?
we meet once a month,
Mhm.
and we talk about how we could improve the school and things we could add to the school.
That's cool. You enjoy doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Trying to help the school out a little bit?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
What has been your favorite memory from attending Piqua City Schools? So it doesn't have to just be high school. It can be any grade.
Definitely football season. How far we made it. It was a fun ride. Had
Yeah.
a good time.
Yeah, that was a fun ride to watch you guys
Oh, yeah.
go that far in the playoffs. What do underclassmen have to look forward to in their senior year?
The planning for after high school. I think a lot of senior year is focused on what you're going to do next.
Okay, good. Do you have any favorite teachers from your time here at Piqua City Schools?
Ratliff,
Why Ratliff?
just a fun guy.
Do you miss him not
Yeah.
being here anymore?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. What are your future plans? What are you doing after high school?
I want to go to college and thinking about finance right now.
What colleges are you looking at right now?
UC, UD, and Ohio State.
You gonna play any sports there? You gonna continue basketball, track, or anything?
Just school.
Just school? Good for you. What is some advice that you would give anyone going into high school? So an 8th grader coming into high school.
I would say stay on top of things. Because, I mean, there's a lot you have to learn. There's a lot to do.
Mm-hmm.
And if you slack off, it'll get away from you quick.
Yeah, that is for sure. Anything else you want to tell the community about what it was like to attend Piqua High School?
I mean, it was a fun time.
Why was it fun?
All the activities we had, the teachers, the people, I mean, all the friends, everybody's for everybody, you know.
That's good.
It's good, great environment.
Good answer, man. Good answer. We will be right back with our next Senior Spotlight here on the Senior Spotlight Show. And welcome back to our Senior Spotlight Show. Joining me now is Camila Nicholas. Camila, thank you for joining us.
Yep.
Introduce yourself. Tell the community a little bit about yourself.
My name's Camila Nicholas. I'm a senior, and yeah.
That's it.
I'm involved in a lot of sports. I'm big with like student interaction stuff and things like that.
So what kind of activities have you been involved with?
I lead the student section a lot and organize things like that. And I've been doing stuff for like the senior class and figuring out things that we can do, like a movie and stuff like that.
What about yearbook? You've been working on the yearbook too, haven't you?
Yeah, that's my first year doing that this year. Definitely interesting. Excited to see what it'll look like at the end, but yep.
Cool. What is your favorite memory from attending Piqua City Schools? It doesn't have to just be from high school. It can be from any.
I liked going to state my freshman year for track. That was a lot of fun. And when we were younger, we'd go into Miss Jess's classroom during recess, 5th grade. I remember that distinctly.
What were you guys doing in Mrs. Jess's room?
We just talk it up. Girl talk.
What do underclassmen have to look forward to for their senior year?
I would say definitely enjoy like your time in the high school, but for your senior year, it's definitely like remembering everything that you did and finishing out while you're here before you go off into the real world.
What are some future plans that you have? What are you doing after high school?
I'm going to the University of Tampa and majoring in sports management.
Why the University of Tampa?
Out of Ohio. Ohio.
Get down there in Florida with the warm weather. Huh?
Yeah, for real.
What are some of the favorite teachers that you have?
Some of my favorite teachers. I like Mr. Fashner. He's cool, fun.
You're really big in the arts, aren't
Yeah,
you, too?
I like doing art stuff. It's a lot better than just normal classroom things. I like Miss Downs. She's funny. Has a good personality.
What is some advice that you would give anyone going into high school? So an 8th grader coming straight in as a freshman.
I would say enjoy your time while it's here. Like, you obviously don't like it while you're here because you're like, you want to get out of high school, you don't like school, but it's definitely memories to have when you're older, so.
And lastly, is there anything else that you would like to tell the community about what it was like to be at Piqua High School?
It was a lot of fun. Like, high school is definitely one of those years that you're going to remember for the rest of your life because it's the people who you all grew up with, so enjoy it.
Cool. Well, thank you for joining us today.
Yep.
We'll be right back with our next senior here on the Senior Spotlight Show. Welcome back to the Senior Spotlight Show. Joining me now is another senior. His name is Nolan Campbell. Nolan, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
I'm Nolan Campbell. I am a senior at Piqua, and this is my 4th year at Piqua.
What kind of activities were you involved with?
I ran cross country and track all 4 years, and then my last 2 years I've been a member of National Honor Society and Link Leaders.
And you also ran for city commission.
Yes.
What was that like?
It was crazy to say the least, just to think that I ran for city commission. You know, it was something that I'm never really going to forget, but also kind of glad that I did it and things worked out the way it did.
What's been your favorite memory?
I would say running for commission was my favorite memory. It's just always something that is a conversation starter, and it's kind of funny to think about it now.
Would you do it again?
No.
At least you're honest.
Yeah.
What do underclassmen have to look forward to in their senior year?
I think just being able to look back at all the connections they've made and kind of where they started and where they're at now.
Cool. What are your future plans?
I'm going to IUPUI in Indianapolis to major in finance.
Why finance?
I like business, but I don't like telling people what to do, so I'll just look at the numbers.
And you kind of already own your own business. Talk a little bit about Greyhound.
Yeah, so I own Greyhound Graphics, a limited liability company since my sophomore year, and I manufacture custom apparel, and it's been a great learning experience, but ready to get my feet wet in the real world.
What is it like, though, to see your apparel out there? Because there are a lot of kids obviously have the Shot by Paul Hines shirt. So what is that like to see everyone wearing your stuff?
It's kind of weird just to think like, oh, I've touched every single shirt that people are wearing. But it's kind of rewarding to think that I've done that.
Yeah. What are some of your favorite teachers that you've had?
Probably my favorite teacher was Mr. Uhl. He really got me fired up about government when I really didn't care about government. And I think that a lot of my success in my campaign was because of him.
Oh, good. What is some advice that you would give anyone going into high school? So like an 8th grader getting ready to come up here.
I would tell them to take advantage of pretty much every opportunity that comes their way because high school is only 4 years, and I kind of look back now and kind of wish I would have done a little bit more, but I'm pretty happy with how involved I've been my senior year.
Good. Is there anything else you want to tell the community about what it was like to go to PHS?
Coming here and not being an insider, I was somebody that was new, and I felt like I was opened up to and accepted, and it was a great feeling just to move here and kind of immediately be welcomed into that community, and it's a special place.
Good, man. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to join us for the show.
Yeah, thank you.
That'll wrap up the second episode of the Senior Spotlight Show. We have many more seniors coming your way during this series. For Nolan Campbell, I'm AJ Ganger. We will see you in the next episode.